games happened on Monday, November 28th. Um, the 76ers beat the Atlanta Hawks 104-101. Joel Embiid returns and just immediately put up a huge line and carried the team over. Another victory. DeJounte Murray played 40 minutes, had 3 threes, 6 assists. His assist has been dipping. He's been really bad. Had 7 turnovers as well. This game, 40 minutes is encouraging, and the counting stat looked okay. But just want to see more assists and keep up with his steal rate. Trey had 10 assists, 18 points. Not the worst game and not the best game. Still missing that defensive stats. Clint Capella came back, played 16, played 33 minutes. And if you were streaming Okongwu, it's okay to let him go now. Play just 15 minutes. John Collins, another great game. You got to use this opportunity to sell him high. 4 for 8 from the free throw line, 2 steals and 4 blocks. Yeah, got to try to sell high on him. He's been really great in the last 2 weeks. I think in the last week, actually, just going to check real quick. In the last week, small sample size. But where is John Collins ranked? Okay, only 76 ranked player. Never mind. But the defensive stats here are pretty encouraging. DeAndre Hunter provide nothing but that points and threes. If you need those, you could roster him or stream him. But none of the Atlanta bench guys are really worth streaming at this moment. AJ Griffin got just 60 minutes. He's a guy that can put up some numbers, given 25 minutes and some shots, but obviously did nothing here. For the Sixers, Joel Embiid, I mean, he had some quote-unquote early season struggles. Immediately, first game back, 12 for 13 from the free throw line, and he's all the way back to where is he at on the season, right? He's already 7th ranked player, so he's moving inside that top 5. I think it's gonna be in that range on a per game basis. No worries. Shake Milton continues to play huge minutes. 20 shots actually, took 21 points. I mean, yeah, he's an absolutely must roster until Tyrese Maxey or Harden come back, which could be like a week or 2 away still. DeAnthony Melton did not have the best shooting night, but he's a must roster, given 30 minutes a night. And Tobias Harris, 24 and 10, but no defensive stats with 3 threes. Played okay, but try to sell him higher also, I think, because all the guys come back. He's not going to have this much usage, and his defensive stats a little bit high to start off the season. The next game, oh boy, the Wizards scored 142 points. They beat Timberwolves. The biggest news this game is Karl Anthony Towns hurt his left leg. Is that right? What is Karl Anthony Towns' status? Calf. He had a calf injury. Projected to be out 5 games. So let's hope it's not too serious. With Cat out, Kyle Anderson is going to get a few minutes. He's a guy that we like. In fantasy, can do a bit everything. So we could, go pick him up and stream him the next 2 weeks at least. Anthony Edwards, 29 points, really good, but he was a minus 25, 7 turnovers. Really good from the free throw line as well, 91 points. If he can be an 85% plus free throw shooter, then he's going to get back to top 30 in 40 no time. Because the counting stats are always there. Rudy Gobert, perfect from the field, but just 7 rebounds. Why? And a block. D'Lo continues to put up numbers that are good enough. 17 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, and still a block. But the dude is just too inconsistent. But Kyle Anderson is a pickup here. For the Washington Wizards, another wing. Danny Avdia, man. Thought he would be a good pickup. Played just 18 minutes here. Yeah, his minutes is just inconsistent. If he gets consistent 30 minutes, because he can do everything. His game is really fantasy friendly. So, if you want to drop him, sure. He's not that. I think still depend on your team. If he's a worse player, yeah, you definitely want to stream that spot. Kyle Kuzma, almost a triple double. That's pretty impressive. And Porzingis he's too good. 41 points, 11 for 11. Yeah, Porzingis, he's always going to be inside that top 20, around top 20 range. And what's crazy is that he played 20 games so far this year. That means he just doesn't miss games. All of a sudden, good stuff. He's not the guy that we should try to sell high because what you're really going to get back. Everybody knows he's injury prone. You probably better off just hold on to him. Bradley Beal also just been playing incredibly well. 64% from the field again, 22 points. The counting stats not there, but in terms of shooting the basketball, Bradley Beal has been insane. He's also inside the top 20, 17th ranked player. He was first round a couple years ago. That's because he was averaging 30 points. This year only 23 points, but the efficiency is insane. Try to sell him high if you can, otherwise just hold, right? Like if you can get Bradley Beal for Kyrie Irving is a little risky, but I would do that trade every time. If you can get him for actually the other guys inside the top 20, I don't really trust them anyways. But yeah, Kyrie Irving. If the Kyrie owner is worried about like him getting suspended and stuff like that, I would just get one for one. I could get Kyrie on a per game basis. Kyrie is just better. Most likely, Monty Morris played 22 minutes. Yeah, it's just a streamer for assists. That's all he is, and the rest of the guys, I mean, not really interested. Let's go to the next team, the Celtics. With the new coach, new season, they just offensively they just unlocked 140. Sure, of course we know they don't play much defense, but still 140 points. And the starters probably didn't even play. Yeah, starter played like 20 minutes. For the Charlotte Hornets, with Gordon Hayward out, Jalen McDaniels is the guy that we probably want to stream. In the short term, we don't know how long. Well, also LaMelo Ball out. I mean, Terry Rozier's out. So with all the guys out, Theo Maledon and Jalen McDaniel, and we also have Dennis Smith Jr. out. So these are the two guys we want to stream. Jalen McDaniels and Theo Maledon. Theo Maledon played 39 minutes. Not a bad game. 5 turnovers is bad, but 8 assists and 3 steals. If you're looking for those numbers, that's great value right there. Maybe you could continue streaming him. Terry Rozier and the LaMelo Ball both out. Jalen McDaniel, same thing. Everybody's out. We got to stream him. Decent game here, 24 points with 4 threes. PJ Washington, somewhat a little bit disappointing, to be honest. 16 points, just 1 block, no steals, 3 threes. He hasn't been good. Just want to see more defensive stat coming out. Mason Plumlee also did not have the best game. And Kelly Oubre Jr. is now the big boss on this team with everybody getting injured. Continue to ride it out. 22 points with 2 steals here. He provides really large volume of points, threes, and steals. So that's valuable in category leagues. For the Celtics, Jason Tatum, easy. Oh my God, he was a plus 45 in 30 minutes. Unbelievable. 35 points. Not a lot of rebounding and assists, but 2 steals and a block. He took 14 threes, hit 4 of them. Really, really, really good. Jason Tatum this year is the 5th ranked player. I would still trade him for Jokic if you can. I would try to do Jason Tatum plus somebody for Jokic. Blake Griffin got the start, didn't really do much, not really fantasy relevant. And Derrick White, we must just continue ride him. Just continue ride him. Right? He's been playing super well, getting the minutes, getting 25 to 30 minutes a night, putting up numbers. This game, 15 points, 3, 6 assists. And just continue to ride it out. Marcus Smart, finally the steals are coming, and 15 assists is really impressive. He's also a plus 44. But it's just one game. This might be his best game of the season. Malcolm Brogdon, I mean, offensively, they all just went crazy. Just a streamer, in my opinion. And Sam Hauser at KMU had a steal and 2 block decent game. But yeah, Derrick White right now is really, really hot. So let's just continue with Al Horford out. Maybe that's why he got a few extra minutes. And Malcolm Brogdon is also another guy we could stream. Both guys are stream. I don't think they're must rosters. All right, let's go to the next team. The Orlando Magic lost to the Brooklyn Nets 102-109. They also got a lot of injuries with this squad. And Pablo Pinchoro is starting at the center. Is that right? He is listed as a center. And Caleb Houston, who is this guy? Mo Bamba was out, Wendell Carter Jr. was out. They don't want to start Bobo at the center, I guess. So they started Paolo. Decent game, 24 points, 5 assists is encouraging. Had 1 3, but the free throw is his biggest issue. If he's gonna be a low 70s free throw shooter, that's really hurting your free throws, right? Because he shoots such high volume. Some weeks you're gonna be fine, but some weeks he's gonna shoot 20 free throws with 10%. 50%. That really hurts your. Yeah. So Bobo played great. 1 steal and 2 blocks, 24 points, 3 threes. Good from Bobo. Garrett Harris, 19 points, 1 steal and 2 blocks with 4 threes. Yeah, we should string Garrett Harris for now because everybody out. He's gonna get 30 plus minutes, and just see what happens. When guys come back, then we can drop him because right now the minutes is there. Right, even though he's not the same Gary Harris, he can still put up okay numbers. So I'll be okay streaming him. Franz Wagner, 22, yeah, not bad. Just Franz Wagner numbers. Solid like a rock. Pretty consistent player in terms of fantasy. In real life, too. For the Brooklyn Nets, KD just went off. 2 steals, 2 blocks, 45 points, yeah. KD is a 4th-round player, yeah. No worries. KD on the program, and he played 22 games this year. So fully healthy, 2 years removed, 2-3 years removed from his horrible Achilles injury. Now he's, just playing high minutes and put up numbers. Royce O'Neal, the minutes continues to be high, and he continues to put up numbers. 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 center block. You just hold on tight to him. Until he doesn't get 35 minutes a night, we roster him. Then Claxton, great. Well, Ben Simmons exited the game second half. Is it first half? Yeah. That's really bad. No, sorry. That's not really bad. So hopefully he's okay. Claxton, hopefully, with Ben Simmons out, let's see how many minutes can he get. And also try to sell high. He played 36 minutes, right, with Ben Simmons out. So he get a few extra minutes. Kyrie, 20 points, 2 threes. He hasn't been that good, but just gotta be patient. And Seth Curry continued. Well, he didn't play so well actually. Joe Harris played 35 minutes, but Seth Curry is a hold. I think he went off just the other day, so he's a hold. I think they had a back-to-back. Yeah. The next game is the Cleveland Cavaliers lost to Toronto Raptors 88-100. Donovan Mitchell, horrible game. Why did he only play 25 minutes? Not 100% sure. But yeah, if you didn't sell high, now it'll be kind of tough. He was a top 10 player without Darius Garland for those few games. Now, to me, he's probably like top 30, top 40, depending on how many steals he get, really. Darius Garland, great game. Double-double, 10 assists is beautiful. 3 steals and a block. And he grabbed 4 rebounds as well. And crazy efficiency. Why did he only take 11 shots then? Evan Mobley, he's going to eat with Jarrett Allen out. 15 rebounds, a steal, and 2 blocks. This is what, we just got to peek what Evan Mobley can do. If he's a starting center on the team, play 30 minutes, he can be a top 20, top 30 player. D Wade and Isaac Okoro, not interesting. Okoro went 1 for 11. And I probably imagine all those shots are wide open shots too. Or somewhat open shots. He just can't make shots. Offensively, just kind of challenged. For the Toronto Raptors, yes, we have Siakam back. We have we have Scotty Barnes can come off the bench. Gary Trent. This is weird actually. But eventually, Scotty Barnes and Gary Trent, they're gonna come back and play 40 minutes as starters. So Thaddeus Young, you can hold on to him for 1 or 2 more games, but eventually he's not gonna get the minutes. And same thing with Hernan Gomez. Chris Boucher, I think it's okay to let him go now. It's pretty obvious when everybody comes back, he's not gonna get 30 minutes. He's gonna get 20 to 25. He still have some streaming value, but he's not a must roster. If they got a good schedule, sure, I would take him. If not, just let him go. All right, let's go to the next game. The Oklahoma City Thunder lost to the New Orleans Pelicans. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, man, 36 minutes, 6 for 18 from the free throw line. 7 turnovers is a bit high, but who cares? He is the 3rd-ranked player. I mean, he's just putting numbers every game now. I mean, you see him having a bad game offensively, and he gets a lot of defensive stats this year as well, rebounding, assists, just everything. Josh Giddey, 28 minutes. Josh Giddey's got to be one of the most disappointing. He did not make the improvement yet. So in my opinion, he's a buy low. And his ranking is very, very horrible. So you could maybe throw him a top 100 player, right? Like a Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, right? Who's ranked pretty high probably. No turnovers. Threes and he's a 100 ranked player, yeah. He's ranked higher than him, so maybe KCP plus somebody to try to get Josh Giddey. Jimmy Robinson-Earl started interesting, 34 minutes. Then we could start thinking about streaming him. 13 rebounds, he played really well here. Pokusevski plays the power forward this game. He's also still a must roster, but if he's not the center, he's not gonna get as many blocks as he does at the center spot. Lou Dort, just a streamer for points and threes. Although this game, 5 assists and 2 steals is a surprise. And we have Jalen Williams and Trey Mann playing around 23, 24 minutes. Yeah, they're not really fantasy relevant at this moment. The Pelicans, a great win for them. Trey Murphy With all the guys out, he's no brainer, a must stream or must roster. And even if he gets 25 minutes with his insane efficiency, we could still have him on our roster if you're looking for efficiency, some threes, and some defensive stats. Played really well here, 20 points, 2 steals and a block with 2 threes. Zion Williamson, 23 points. Got to the free throw line just once, 8 rebounds and 8 assists. A steal and 3 blocks looks really pretty. Valanciunas, look at that. In this game, Larry Nance Jr. didn't even play. He played 20 minutes. It's really, and with all the guys, it's looking real tough right now. I think him and Zion probably just not a good fit playing together. Looking real rough right now. He might be droppable soon, really. But the rebound is still very solid. I don't think you can really drop him. But in the playoffs, if you don't need rebound, he's the guy you drop. Herbert Jones, great game, 4 steals and 3 blocks. If you held on to him throughout the season, now the defensive stats are coming in. Now he's putting up numbers, especially in category leagues. Good, really good. And the minutes is super high, obviously, with a couple guys out. Jose Alvarado, 2 steals. CJ should be back next game. If he's not, then you could continue to write it out. Let's go to the next game. The Houston Rockets lost to Denver 129-113. Jabari Smith Jr., who's been playing very, very well lately, had a stinker here. Now worried. Emperor Şengün versus Jokic. Still put up 18 and 7 and 3, so no worries. Jalen Green continues to shoot the ball super, super poorly, but 7 assists, I guess, is nice. Turnover continues to be high and no defensive stats. Another pretty bad game from him. But try to buy low, right? If you have him, just hold. I think at one point he's gonna start playing better. Maybe not. Kevin Porter Jr., 12 points, 6 assists, still on a block. Not bad. Not a bad game, Kevin Porter Jr. If he's making his free throws, I think really, really good. Eric Gordon continues to start and play minutes. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe they need some veteran presence on the court at all times. And then we look at Denver Nuggets. It's just 27 minutes. I mean, when you play the Rockets, they don't really play much defense, so it's going to be high scoring. Joker, I'm not even going to read his stat line. Just see it for yourself. Jamal Murray, one of his best games of the season. 31 points, a steal and a block, 5 assists. Really good. Really, really good. This is a good start against the Rockets, obviously. Aaron Gordon, who's had a crazy good week, also played just 14 minutes here. Not worried. And Bruce Brown is a guy that we want to stream. Even with Michael Porter Jr. back, he still gets 25 minutes. Always good to be a streamer, 2 steals and block. He does a little bit of everything. I really love Bruce Brown's fantasy game. Like, if he's on a bad team playing 35 minutes, he could be a top 30 player or 20. All right, let's go to the next game. The Chicago Bulls went into Utah, beat them. It's an impressive win for them, 114-107. DeMar DeRozan, 26-6. Yeah, just a DeRozan game. Same thing with Zach LaVine. Efficiency is pretty off, actually. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Yeah, Zach LaVine's been getting like 25, 5 every single game, every game. But you want to see his scoring average go up. You want to see him averaging 23, 24 points. So far, he's averaging, 21. So the volume could go up a little bit, but also he's got an injury. Maybe he's not 40%. So I buy low, I think, to get Zach LaVine. If you can throw him a top 60, top 70 guy, I would like. If you can trade Klay Thompson, who's playing super well. Klay Thompson plus somebody for Zach LaVine. Patrick Williams, yeah, he's not really fantasy relevant. Just a streamer, I think. Vucevic, 16 and 9, an okay game. And Caruso, you stream him for steals, no steals this game. And Ayo Dawson, we could let him go. We could let him go. For the Utah Jazz, Lauri Markkanen, my God, 7 threes, 32 points, and 9 rebounds, continues to dominate. Looks like he's going to be a top 30 player at least the rest of the way. Kelly Olynyk with 5 threes. Yeah, he also balled this game. Really, really well. Vanderbilt, the minutes is low, but we still want to hold on to him because in category leagues, he gets the rebound. He's still the starting center. He gets the rebound. He gets the steals. He gets some blocks as well. Jordan Clarkson struggled, but had 9th. And with Mike Conley out, Colin Sexton. Yeah, we can ride with Colin Sexton, Malik Beasley until Mike Conley comes back. God knows when that's going to be. But both guys, Malik Beasley, very straightforward, points and threes. If you need that, stream him. Colin Sexton, if you need points, right? He had 6 assists here, so maybe a little bit of assists as well. Depend on your matchup in category leagues. Phoenix Suns. The next game is the Phoenix Suns beat the Sacramento Kings 112-117. Impressive win for the Suns. Shouldn't say impressive, but like they've been playing well, and Kings this year they're good, and they beat them on the road, and they were without Chris Paul again. I don't think they really need Chris Paul. Cameron Payne 7 assists, 5 fouls. Not the best game from him, but absolutely ride it out until Chris Paul comes back. Devin Booker, 6 assists. 6 steals. This is 100% a career high. 44 points. I'm going to check who on the Kings had a bunch of turnovers. But really good stuff on Devin Booker. Maybe a bit sell high, but can you get a top 10 player back? If not, just write it out. DeAndre Ayton, 8 for 10, 12 rebounds. Yeah. Also play well, No defensive stats, so like the line looks just pretty boring, but he's healthy, he's playing, field goal is good, rebound is good, can't complain too much. Torrey Craig, could stream him, but this is the line sometimes he's gonna get 3 steals and 3 blocks. Mikal Bridges, his ranking is insanely high. So if you can get a top 20 player back for him, I don't think you need to think too much. You take the trade. He's a 19th ranked player. So everybody that ranks, Porzingis, yes. OG, yes. De'Aaron Fox, yes. Not Andrew Wiggins. My God, Andrew Wiggins is 23rd ranked player this year. It's crazy how this guy went from the laughing stock. Like if you draft this guy, just 3-4 years ago, if you draft this guy on and pick 100, people laugh at you because he's so bad in category leagues. He give you the points and everything else is pretty negative. To now, 23rd ranked player, still averaging 19 points with 2.9 threes, 5.5 rebounds. I feel like he could do even more at 1.5 steals and 0.8 blocks, shooting 50% from the field while not turning the ball over. That's 23rd ranked player. Crazy how Andrew Wiggins made this. But yeah, you should try to sell Mikal Bridges high. Inside that top 20. Anybody inside that top 20, you do that trade. If I own Mikal Bridges, I think. Again, a lot of his value coming from the efficiency. If your team's looking for that, he's like the Otto Porter Jr. Not a lot of counting stats. Although 3 steals, 3 blocks is no joke. For the Kings, Keegan Murray, 23 minutes. Yeah, we don't need to roster him. The minutes is not there. You can stream him. Sabonis, really good, 8 for 10, a triple-double, a steal and 2 blocks. Great game from him. De'Aaron Fox, crazy shooting has fallen off quite a bit. But he's doing it in the other areas, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal and 3 blocks. Still not a bad game, in my opinion. Kevin Huerter missed all the threes. Still, Kevin Huerter is balling. He's balling. The counting stats are coming in. I like Kevin Huerter on this team. And Malik Monk, this is what you get streaming this guy. Some nights you're going to get this game out of him. 30 points, 2 threes, 8 assists. Don't think he's a must roster, but sometimes you're going to get huge games out of him on a random night versus the Suns. All right, let's talk about the last game of the night. Actually, yes. Nembhard hit a game buzzer beater. 3 to beat the Lakers. This is as good as it gets, right? That's the best feeling. You're down by 2, you hit a 3 to win the game. Buddy Hield continued to struggle shooting the ball, but I think he'll bounce back. He's been pretty bad there last week. Jalen Smith played just 24 minutes and still in the block, not bad. Just a streamer in my opinion, not a must roster. The rebound and the points are decent. Miles Turner, 13 rebound, 3 blocks. Yeah, played 35 minutes. The minutes is the most encouraging. And Tyrese Halliburton, oh my God, 14 points, 7 rebounds, and still in the block. And the guy just doesn't turn the ball over. 0 turnovers, 24 points. Really, really good. Benedict Mathurin, 32 minutes, also had a decent game. He's a guy that we could roster, right? Isaiah Jackson played just 3 minutes. Yeah, we could let him go. And TJ McConnell played just 13 minutes. 30 minutes him is not enough for us. He's got to at least play 20 to 25 for us to stream him for assists and steals. But in 30 minutes, he had 4 assists and a steal. It tells you what he can do, yeah. But Benedict is another great game. If you have him, you just continue to ride him. Yeah. Occasionally he's gonna go off for 30 points for sure. For the Lakers, they got everybody back this game, full squad. Too bad they couldn't win the game. Dennis Schroeder played 30 minutes. That's one thing that stands out. And Lonnie Walker only played 22. So I'll be monitoring Lonnie Walker's minutes. If the next 2-3 games he gets just 23 minutes, then we drop him. It's very simple. 23 minutes of Lonnie Walker is not worth our time, especially in category leagues. He provides solid numbers in terms of points, but everything else is a bit lacking. So I'll be monitoring his minutes. AD, another great game. 4 blocks, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists. Missed from the free throw line a little bit, but yeah, it's okay. AD's been balling. He's the first-ranked player, actually. Unbelievable. I mean, not that unbelievable because AD, in the years past, he's been ranked first a few times. Last 2 years have been rough. This year, good. Can't complain. LeBron James, 21, struggled from the field. Yeah. Not the best game from the King. And Russell Westbrook had a really good game. And Austin Reeves played 31 minutes. So the rotation is a little bit weird, right? You give Dennis Schroeder 30 minutes. Do you really need to give him 30 minutes? Because, he's not that good of a shooter. Because him and Russell Westbrook, does that work well? I'm not 100% sure. But again, it's just one game. And that's it, guys. I'll see you next time.